What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on something different. We got the truck almost done. We're waiting on a couple brackets from the Dodge dealership to come in and we can finally finish that build off. But we got something else exciting. It's a 2006 Honda S2000. Let's check it out. Here's all the damage on this S2000. We have a bit of frame damage right here. This apron is pretty crunched up and we have a little impact right here, which means the frame rails are probably pushed over, but we won't really know until we got it on the frame rack. Everything else looks pretty good. We have a bit of body damage over here. I don't know if you can really see it in this yellow paint, but check that out. We have a little scratch right here. And before you guys start asking, no, this is not my car. It's actually a really good friend of mine. He brought it to me and he wants me to fix it. I'm not a big fan of Hondas, especially the S2000. It's kind of small inside. I don't really like cramped cars. I kind of like, you know, Hellcats and other cars, but that's besides the point. And this thing only has 46,000 miles, which is really impressive for a 2006. Let's see if it'll start. Check that out, 46,000 miles on a 2006 Honda S2000. That is really awesome. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the frame rack and start pulling out that front frame. So we got the car on the frame rack, guys. Check out how small this car is. We could literally put another S2000 on the frame rack if we needed to. Now we just need to go ahead and get these clamps right here. They're gonna secure the car really nice so the car doesn't move when we start pulling out the front frame. So let's go ahead and clamp it all down and get this car secured. So we have everything nice and secured on the S2000. Now we need to move on to the front area right here. We need to go ahead and move all these brackets and all this wiring out of the way. Probably go ahead and remove the radiator, the air box, just so we don't damage anything when we're doing all the pulling, the welding, and the painting. So let's go ahead and strip this entire area down really nice. So we got everything stripped out. We went ahead and took the radiators out and the condenser and a couple of the AC lines because they're actually broken. But now that we have everything stripped down over here, we can start assessing the damage right here. We are going to be replacing this piece right here. We have a new one and this piece right here. So let's go ahead and grab some clamps and start pulling all this out right here. Try to straighten all this metal out because this piece right here, we're probably not going to be replacing. There's just no reason to. So we pulled everything out and we went ahead and chopped everything off just so we could pull it easier. Now we just need to remove all the spot welds that go along right here so we can get this old piece off. So we have a brand new piece straight from the dealership right here, no used parts here. So let's go ahead and get everything drilled out over here, and we also will be drilling this piece out right here. It goes all the way down there. So let's go ahead and get everything drilled out and get prepped to weld in the new. So we got everything cleaned up really good over here. Now we need to work on the new pieces. We have this upper piece and then we have this apron piece. We need to drill some holes right here because that's where it's gonna be welded in right there. So let's go ahead and drill some pieces in this one, get it all cleaned up and get everything lined up and probably put the fenders on and see how everything fits up. Framework almost done. Now we just need to add the fenders on for the finishing touch. Make sure everything lines up. Probably go ahead and put the headlights on, the front bumper, make sure everything lines up nice, and then we can weld it all together. redone all the parts on the S2000. All the gaps look really good. This carbon fiber hood does not fit the best, but the gaps are pretty good, and we did all the measurements, so everything is within spec. We also need to get a new hood hinge over here because the hood is kind of high, but everything else is looking pretty good. Now we just need to take all this stuff back off and get it welded together. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We got the S2000 framework complete. Everything looks absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the subscribe button, drop a like, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vtuned.